Alright, so this is a tutorial for the Zentangles, and I have some materials here in front of me. I have a ruler, I have a mechanical pencil, a regular pencil, I have a felt tip pen, it's called a Papermate, and then I also have a micron pen. If you have a ballpoint pen, that will work too. Try to find one that's black, but if you can't, a blue one works too. So these are the materials that you can use, but do this with whatever you have. If you don't have a ruler, a really quick and easy way to make yourself a ruler is to take a piece of paper, fold it in half, and then fold it in half again. Try to line up the corners as best as you can, and what that'll do is it'll give you a thicker, sort of heavier straight edge. You can stack two pieces of paper on top of each other if you want, but this totally works fine as a ruler. So I have my ruler paper because I don't need any measurements, and I'm just going to create a box using my ruler. And no need to worry if things go off the edge. And then you can either create organic lines in here to fill in. So you could literally go swirl around, or you could take your ruler paper and create some hard lines, some more geometric lines to fill the space, kind of like this. So I'm going to show you both examples today and how to create that. This one's going to be my organic example, and I am just kind of closing my eyes and creating some swirls. They don't have to be anything special or anything particular. If I were doing this option, I would recommend that you take your straight edge, draw some lines like I did here, break up the space however you'd like into geometric shapes. I have some 4-sided, some 5-sided shapes, a 3-sided shape here. You can do this however you want. If you want them all to be triangles, if you want them all to be squares, it's really up to you, however you want to break up the space. And then you're going to start taking your pen and filling in with any kind of shapes that you'd like. You can use geometric shapes, you can use organic shapes, you can fill this in however you'd like. And I have a lot of different examples on the website for how you can do this part. I really like starting off with some of these ribbon shapes, kind of breaking up the space in different ways, like this. Nothing is precious, nothing is perfect. We're just kind of designing some things, and then you can go in and you can add some shadows on the ribbons that are underneath. You could fill in the space where there's no ribbons with either stippling or dots or some kind of shading, but it starts to look like and remind me of a little bit like a highway system where the roads kind of all merge and come together. And then for the interior spaces, you could do circles or dots or any kind of fill-in that you'd like to fill in with. And don't think too much about it. Just fill it in and move on to the next one. Alright, so that one's not completely done, but I'm going to move away from that and show you some other techniques. that you can use here within this space. I'm actually going to go back through, and it can be as simple as lines. They can be quick, they can be slow, they can be straight, they can be curved. You could fill in the entire space with just lines if you'd like. There's something that is really, I think, fun and entertaining and mindful as you start to work and build and create. So this is one option where you're just repeating the same pattern over and over and over again. And another option is to create different patterns in each box or section. And you can even use different widths or weights of pens. So you can see this is a heavier weight pen I used over here. And then this is a 0.2 micron pen that I'm using on this side. If you don't have a pen, feel free to use a pencil or marker. Whatever you have is acceptable. All we want to do is make marks and notice what it feels like to make marks and fill in space.